Hello, kamusta? My name is Rando and welcome back to yet another SD Gundam review. But this time we're going to be reviewing or taking a look at the Gundam Dead Side Hell from the anime mobile suit show Gundam Wing.
型式番号 XG01D2 モビルスーツガンダムデスサイズ
Disclaimer here right before I start. I'm going to be saying three things that might actually anger a lot of Gundam fans. I have never seen the show yet.
Where did you learn to count?
Surprise! It's not just three, it's just 7 words. So unfortunately, I haven't seen Gundam Wing and Endless Waltz just yet. I have a lot of shows that I have on my list today, but probably sooner or later I will add Wing, G Gundam, or even Thunderbolt on my list sooner or later after watching some shows. But anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about the actual model kit itself. Let's just set the Grim Reaper aside and take a look at the box. So as for a SD Gundam box, this is basically what you get out of a very standard super deformed box. As much as the same size as the Barbados, it is a small box with a lot of detail. As you can see right there, you can see the Dead Side Hell in all of its full glory when you got it out of the box and snapped together, with a little bit of touch of panel lining, as you can see right there. And as you can see, same aspect ratio as the other box. As you can see right here, you can get a lot of poses from this guy. And as you can see right here, just like the SD Barbados, you can actually combine specific parts of the model kit itself to build a weapon for any high-grade model. I'm not sure if it actually works with any high-grade model, but I haven't tried it yet because I'm too lazy to try it. So let's crack the box.
I just broke it.
Open. That's way too rough. So as you can see right here, when you crack it open, you might be greeted by the runners or even the instruction manual itself. So as you can see right here, we got the little Gundam Dead Side Hell, all of its glory, right in front of the cover when you open it. So you can see Bandai, some numbering. It is a super deformed Gundam, as you can see right here. It is Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, so you know what franchise this guy is from. So I can't actually remember if the Barbados actually has the same runner as the Dead Side Hell. But as you can see right here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runners as well. I don't actually remember if there's 6 or 5 runners on the SD Barbados itself, but whatever. As you can see right here, the instructions are fairly shorter than what you get with any high grade, master grade, or perfect grade model kits. And very simple, yet very delicate procedure in building this model kit, because let's face it, you can't build a model kit, whether it's an SD or any high grade, master grade, or perfect grade, if you're not giving it with any delicate touch. But yet again, there are some model kits that you are trying your all best to be delicate, but just likes to break down. So anyway, as you can see right here, colored parts of the manual are displayed on the back. So there's the way wherein you can attach the wing with the overall scythe, and it kind of looks like a scarecrow. I just noticed that. And then we got here on the other side of the manual the ways you can combine the scythe to any high grade model kits, and this right here looks pretty damn cool. We're gonna try later, or we might not try later, we'll see. And we got here some action poses you can get with the Dead Side Hell, and most of these parts that you see colored, yeah, unfortunately this guy is packing with stickers, which I'm not actually that much of a fan of. But again, I'm a low budget builder. I have no time to paint, no time to panel line, and no time to weather make. But panel lining, I have time for that probably sooner or later. As you can see right here, there are a lot of colors that come from the palette. So we got a black, yellow, white, red, green, and gray. So done with the manual. This is the first thing that greets you when you see this. Stickers. Just look at that. For an SD Gundam, this thing is packing some serious heat when it comes to stickers. And unfortunately, the scythe itself is not a color separated piece. It is actually a sticker as well. So to hell with that. And we got some plastic here. I did not throw that from a few years back. So you can see you can get the runners from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for the polycaps. And you can get one of these bad boys, as I always mention in my videos. Go check out Lazada, Gundam PH, or even Shopee for a Gundam model kit that you want to order online. And if you don't want to, you can always visit Toy Kingdom, Toys R Us, All Toys, and any other toy shop that you can find in the Philippines, and especially Toy Town. So, without further ado, let's move from the box to the spectacle of the show itself.
羽のようなシールド、アクティブクロークを装備。ハイパージャマーは電波を。
So there is our little dead side held, all snapped together and built out of the box with few stickers, well, not few, all of the stickers attached to it, and with no other finishing touches done to the model kit itself. So as you can see, for a super deformed model kit, this guy actually has some appeal to it. It has some approach, it has some of that looks from what you, not usually what you get from any SD Gundam model kits, but you know, Bandai never fails to amuse its model builders, and this particular model kit is actually very impressive. As you can see right here, if we just turn this guy all the way around, the wingspan is insane. It's around, I think this is around 2.5 inches, or I think, I don't have any ruler to measure this, but anyway, huge wingspan. But unfortunately it can't flap, it cannot fold, but let's not talk about that, we're not yet in articulation. So as you can see right here, the dead side hell has some color correcting stickers for the camera, for the eyes, for this mouthpiece, these vents on the side of its head, the waist, these white parts on his arms, the knees, and yeah. There's also, I think there's also a sticker right behind here. Nope, Bandai did not include that. I think they just actually forgot. So yeah, unfortunately this guy's Scythe is not color separated. Let me just show it to you. Let me just remove this and get it out of the, come on, give your Scythe up. There we go. How could this happen to me? Whoops. Here is what I'm here is the minor complaint that I have about this model kit. See this green beam coming out of the Scythe? It's not a color separate piece. As you can see right here, it is actually a sticker, and fortunately for my kit, it's not peeling off over time, but hopefully it stays strong as it is. And since we're already at the Scythe, well, for the dead side hell, this is the only accessory that you get with this guy, unlike with the Barbados. So before we get into the transformation for the Scythe and the wings, let's talk. I made my mistakes! God damn it. Let's talk about this guy's articulation. So to make things easy, I'll just remove the wings and give you guys a clear look of his articulation. As you can see right here, the wing of the dead side hell actually only has a rotation right here, as well as in the other side of the wing. So there's nothing that much that there is to it to the wings, but the amount of panel lines that you can actually give this guy is insane. And yet again, this wing doesn't fold like the master grade. And let's get to the model kit itself. So for the head, it can spin around 360 degrees. It is in a double ball jointed head, so it can do some of this, like ooh, I don't even know what that noise is. It can look up that far and not down that much, and the shoulders can actually rotate. The arms can move out and in, but it's somehow tight on my model kit, and I don't know why. And as pre-mentioned, in the SD Barbados, this guy has a butterfly joint, but it's hindered due to his shoulders. Then we got some, and his elbows can actually rotate just like that, and they can bend front like that, and insanely enough, it can bend backwards just like that. It actually looks kind of painful. The wrists are on a typical ball joint, so you can actually rotate it. You can bend it a little bit, and if you get it on a right angle, it can move side to side. And
No! That's not good.
let's not do that here. And this waist joint is on a double ball joint as well, so it can actually I'm not gonna bother doing that, so it can actually arc back and crunch. Well, that's not actually an arcing and back, and it's just like a small bend forward and backward, but it can actually rotate and move side to side. But strangely enough, the ball joint on my model kit, stupidly tight. The legs are on a ball joint as well, so it can actually rotate, and it's stupidly tight, so I don't want to lose this kit's joints. And the ankles are on a ball joint, so it can actually pivot, it can rotate, move side to side, and do a lot of various poses. So I would rate the posability of this guy around 7 out of 10. For a super deformed model kit, the articulation is obviously limited since it is a very small Gundam, and as what Jobby the Hong said, a wingless death side hell is a sad death side hell.
Wingless death side hell is a sad death side hell.
So let's just bring it back. But wait, before we could actually forget, there was a way of combining the scythe with the wing itself. So all you have to do is rip this off the backpack, and actually, as you can see right here, there are some pegs right here, and it actually just sticks in there like so, and like so. And this is one badass looking cape thing. I don't know what this is, but this is something out of Monster Hunter World. Like a Fatalis lance or longsword. And now, just removing the V-fin away from his head, we can actually combine this. I don't know where and how to combine this. So I got all the combination wrong, and I just lazily rotated the wings to give that similarity on the box. As you can see right here, it is like a, I don't know even what this is. I think it's a winged pterodactyl, but yeah, you get it, the idea.
Got nowhere to run!
So as for the overall rating of the Dead Side Hell, I would give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. It is not a good model kit, it is not a bad model kit, it's just the right model kit that you can actually get for a super deformed model kit. And don't get me wrong, Endless Waltz and Wing Gundam mobile suits are actually very cool. The heavy arms, the sandrock, and of course, one of my all-time favorite real grade model kits, the Tall Geese. And as you can see right here, it dwarfs the size of Dead Side Hell, the SD version. So this is an ordinary 1/144 scale model kit, and as you can already tell, sooner or later I will review this guy. But as of now, we'll just stick to the easy ones because I'll be honest, real grades are plenty of work. So as for the overall verdict of the Dead Side Hell, I would definitely recommend it to you guys, especially for fellow beginners like me who are willing to try out some exotic looking and cool looking mobile suits. As for the Dead Side Hell, it is not an exception. The only thing that I kind of have a minor complaint about this model kit is the joints, since most polycaps and ball joints on new Gundam model kits do not tend to last as long as some other high grade model kits, like the Moon Gundam, which is the joints of this guy solid. And since we're already here, sooner or later might review this. Why the hell not? But anyway, if I'm gonna compare a super deformed model kit to a high grade model kit, it's not that all fair. I mean, the super deformed is a line of its own. It has its own, I'm sorry for a lot of grammatical errors. They have their own perfection, they have their own flaws, and they have their own way of saying and showing the creativity among Gunpla builders. Now, if you are a fan of Gundam Wing or Endless Waltz as a whole, why don't you get this particular model kit to Gundam PH and Shopee as well? Well, if you don't have the time to do online shopping and you tend to go outside, even though it's pandemic and it's very risky to go outside, you can get it here in the Philippines at Toy Kingdom, at Toys R Us, Old Toys, and Toy Town, and some other hobby shops that you can find. Yet again, this is a very good model kit for beginners, as I have said in my SD Barbados review. Recommended for beginners, super deformed, guaranteed. Not that fun to pose, but fun to play with. So again, my name is Randall, and I will see you guys in my next video. And also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video among your friends, and let's help the channel grow. Let's make Filipino Gunpla builders known, and I will tag in some of my fellow Gunpla reviewers that are stationed here in the Philippines, and if you have the time and consideration, subscribe and like to their video. Especially Kuya Silverge, he has a great YouTube channel. Go check it out. I will just leave the plugs down in the comment section in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Go to sleep. Is this as floppy as its real great counterpart? We'll find out soon.